When we had last left Team Bald, they did battle with Ketheric Thorm atop the very highest points of Moonrise Towers. And it was there, just as they were about to deal the final blow, that Ketheric, in true villainous style, engaged in some sort of Deus Ex Machina situation, and a big old tentacle swooped up out of the ground and absorbed him into a hole, also taking Dame Aelin with them. Now it was time for Team Bald to descend down, down, down into the tower and find what nightmares await. This is Baldur's Gate 3. Welcome back. Let's unhide all that. Good. And let's go through this big old butthole real quick.
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
Ooh. So fresh. Oh, hey, this is Chop. Oh.
The stench. I wonder how many pilgrimages to Moonrise ended down here.
3 huts.
Hello, Chop. How are you down here, alive?
No will sparks behind his eyes. His mind has been hollowed out to better echo the commands of the collective. You could kill it, end its miserable life of enslavement. Surely that would be the humane thing to do. Or you could take advantage of its vulnerability and plunder what's left of its hollow mind for anything that could serve you.
Illithid, enter his thoughts. What is this place? What did you do to all these people? I need to find your master, Ketheric. Leave. What is this place?
Nursery. Here. They become.
Become what? What did you do to all these people? I need to find your master, Ketheric. Why don't I send you to join all these creatures you butchered? Become what?
Part of one mind. 4 little feet. Dancing. To same song.
With a lurch, you realize he means the intellect devourers. Here, the brains are harvested, made part of the hive mind.
I like how literal they are with hive mind, right? It's like a hive and there's little minds running around it. What did you do to all these people?
Chop, chop. Help them. Become.
Okay. I need to find your master, Ketheric.
Master. No. Down. Deep. 1 of 3. 1 of 3.
Huh. Why don't I send you to join all these creatures you butchered?
Yes. Yes. Please.
Oh god, you actually want it. That's how bad it is. Okay. Ooh, look at all this stuff. Bunch of hats.
Loves meat. It sings chop, chop, chop.
Can I talk to you?
You could kill it, end its... You could
Same.
take advantage of its vulnerability and plunder what's left of its hollow mind.
Okay. Sure.
Let's march.
Pretty red, pretty pink. Make more. Never think. Always chop, chop, chop.
Prepare the march. Below.
Oh, critical miss. Ooh, we got into combat with all of them? Is it because I missed? Huh. Do I want to engage with them all? I think I do. Right? I think I'm down for that. If you knock out this entity or flee from combat, it may harbor some resentment towards you, but will not remain hostile. Huh. Okay, maybe we went about this the wrong way. Let's quick load this. Do I just need to, like, hit them in one? Is it because I use a throw attack and I missed? We'll have Will do it. Or at least launch the opening volley. Okay. I'm not sure if they're supposed to all, like, get mad, you know? Oh, whoops. Just have to go through this again.
Assemble.
At the ready. Stench. I wonder how many pilgrimages to Moonrise ended down here.
Okay.
No, Will. You could take advantage of its vulnerability.
See, what is this place? Become what?
With a lurch, you realize he means...
What did you do? Need to find.
Deep.
When I send you. Okay.
That's a friendly-looking shadow. Going on the slide.
Oh, fuck. Okay, let's just unload here.
Prepare the march.
Pick to fight. The consequences are hardly surprising.
Living mate. Not for long. Time for chop.
Okay, they are all pissed. Alright. Fair enough. Well, let's go in swinging then.
What's it gonna take?
Death. Free at last. No more chop. Chop.
Okay. Do I want these things to be back on friendly terms with me? I don't think I do, you know? Like, if they're gonna get angry with me anyway, I'm gonna just kill them. Right? I'm just gonna fucking do it. Okay.
This is my time.
Make a shot there. Good. Great.
Let's go.
We may as well enrage. We got plenty of those, so.
No surrender.
Another fight. Let's go.
I'm assuming they're resilient to psionic attacks. No, they aren't. Or to psychic ones, I should say. Okay. I'm gonna go in swinging.
Me on.
Good.
Battle favors the fearless.
And let's do an offhand shot over here.
Time to push my luck again.
Let's see what they all do. They're dashing. Cutting words. Okay.
What should I do?
Do a melee divine smite. Good. Okay. Knock it up there. And let's have her come around this way. And this skeleton can take a pot shot. Ooh, missed. Okay. Well, we can beak at it. Wow, missed again. Can try another one. Okay.
Let's end this.
Oh, got another one coming. It's fine. Let's throw these fuckers around. Good.
Want another?
Okay. And what else? Got one there. Let's throw a dagger, huh? Okay, which one should we go for? How about over here?
That's it.
Great. And your turn. Let's have the skeletons take a shot there. Good.
Still breathing, despite everything.
I'm talking.
What path lies before me?
Let's move here.
Hey, you. Thick as a glob of unguent.
There we are.
The blade will not bend.
And let's get this thing readied. Why not? Strength hex. Good. Okay.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
So can I check this guy now?
Moving ahead.
Chop. Got a cleaver. Toy block. Letters and shapes are carved into the painted sides of this wooden block. Money, raw steak. Okay.
Come on, let's go.
Get those. Add to wares. Sure. Anything on the Devourer? Intellect, Devour, Cerebellum. Combine three of these. Combine three of these to create a suspension. Elixir of Psychic Resistance. Intellect Devourers are born of the brains of humanoid mind flayer thralls. So what is it exactly that you are holding in your hands? Okay, I will send that to camp, I guess. I don't know. How about this? Examine. Is that worthwhile? Though carefully coated in a thick layer of varnish, the edges of the wooden sword are already starting to chip away. Training shield. List of rules. A list written with the painstaking care of a child. Certain entries are underlined, as if for memorization. Teacher's rules. Ride in teacher's cart away from the soldiers. Don't look the guide in the eyes. Stay in the light. Stay in the light. Stay in the light. Okay. I guess we have an idea of where that all was going down then, huh?
Design. Not death.
Okay. If this is like the... Oh my god. Oh my god, I know what it is. I've just realized everything thanks to that line right there. I think I just figured out the entirety. I've blown this shit wide open. I was born to detect, and I have done it. All right.
Baldur's Gate will know my design. Our design.
This elder brain is not hell-bent on doing this of its own accord, right? It is in its own way a victim itself. The elder brain, the absolute, the physical version of it is in its own sense a victim of
We will take
whoever all these three are.
every soul
Right.
made true.
Very much presumably Ketheric Gortash?
Soldier?
And the third, I haven't the faintest clue. I don't even think we have an inkling of who the third person could be. Right? I mean, for all I know, it's fucking, you will be the first and I will be the last. It's somehow Saravok returned, and this time he's bad again. Right?
Down.
Ooh. But our dream visitor, we've kind of figured that it's the tadpole, right? It very literally is. It's another section I bet it's another section of the absolute, of the hive mind. It's one that is broken free of whatever, like, dominion or subjugation the cult
The city calls out for salvation.
has sort of, like, put into it. So it's kind of like, it is in its...
Chosen are my heart, and you my many hands.
Yeah, it's suffering in a sense, right? It's been experimented on beyond its own desire or something like that, right? It didn't do this by its own accord. It had it, like, thrust upon it, you know? And the tadpole in us is it trying to free itself. It is the absolute, right? Just not being subjugated by the cult, right? It's the absolute under, I don't know, whatever the elder brain is called, right? When it's not called the absolute or before all that, right? That's what it is. That's why it knows all this shit. That's why it can help us against it, because it is it, right? It is literally it. This is a version of it that's using to try and free itself, I bet, right? That's why the Mind Flayers are involved, because they see this as, like, non-illithid meddling, right? They're, like, non-illithids are meddling in their affairs, and they're pissed about it. And I don't know, like, what sanctity they hold in Elder Brain, but I'm sure that they see this as, like, a perversion of nature, you know, of their kind of nature, from whatever ethereal plane of existence they're from, you know. It's a perversion of their idea of what is natural, of the natural order of things, or whatever, right? They think it's, like, this sanctified creature is being fucked up in some terrible way.
Discern, faithful.
Butchered mind. A humanoid brain, alive and in perfect condition, suspended in cerebrospinal fluid. Are these valuable? They really aren't. Gold gloss heraldic helm. Hard as golden dragon scales. Wow. Looks like a Dark Souls item. Okay. Adding to wares. Fierce golden helm. Aureate twists in the metal give a sheen, like polluted sunlight. These things are really valuable. Regal helm. As royal as taxation. Okay. Triumphal helm. Worn ceremonially by commanders and general at the head of parades. Okay.
Not design, but
Yeah, like, listen to some of these lines coming from it. It's clearly in pain. These boots are well maintained and clean, though their soles are thin from wear. Okay. I can get them resold, though. That's what a cobbler is for. Graded and fixable, so the wearer might gulp cool air during a fight. Adjustable steel helm. Are these boots any good? These boots are well maintained and clean. Okay, same.
our design.
How about these gloves? Treated animal hide is hammered taut into these gloves, offering protection against hostile climbs, but little else. Adding to wares. Appreciably cared for boots. Okay. Similar flavor text.
We will take the city.
My faith protects me.
Every soul made true.
Good. Let's see. Cleaver. The only question is now, like, that wild theory answers the question of how is, like, a Bhaalist death cult involved, right? Or murder cult. How are they involved? That makes sense, right?
Down.
Because they're probably the ones perpetrating this from the get-go, right? Like if they can't have Bhaal, they can... They can recreate Bhaal through the absolute, huh? But then why wouldn't they just call it Bhaal? I guess it's easier to accept, right? Maybe, I'm not sure. Maybe they're not involved in that way. Maybe they're still like an ancillary party.
Better fetch that.
But at the very least,
Hurry now. The city calls out for salvation.
we have an idea of how, like, the Mind Flayer involvement and all of that. Why they're at odds with the Absolute, seemingly. Okay, examine here. Leather armor. Take that, add it to wares too. Cage door. May as well pop it open. Some parchment here. Oh, it is literally parchment, okay. Letter to the Absolute.
Of many hearts, one soul.
A childish scrawl, ringed by doodles. Dear Absolute, teacher says to write. He says it is like a prayer. We can see your tower now. I hope it is bright and smells nice, like Mother's temple. Teacher says she will follow us soon. Please send teacher better dreams. He is grumpy, and when he is tired, he bounces the cart around a lot. We promise to all be quiet and good so he can sleep.
Prepare the march. My chosen gather below.
Okay. Let's send that to camp. Can I actually read that? No. Oh, there's food here. Send those to camp. Good.
Discern, faithful. We depart.
So much blood. You could row a boat through it.
Have a lot on my mind.
Okay, how about this thing?
Well, in it.
Oh, God.
An offering from Moonrise Towers.
Can I look through it? Can I talk to it? Okay. Send that to Karlak. Wow, it actually encumbered her. Okay, let's get some of this stuff moved over then. Sent it to Will.
The moment comes. The absolute
Let's move.
moves.
Okay, and then... let's see here. Speak with dead. Anything?
The corpse regards you
Oh.
lifelessly.
Who are you? What happened to you? Where did you come from? Where did you come from?
Elder God, she spoke in my dreams.
Who are you?
True soul.
Okay. Before the Absolute, who were you?
School teacher.
What happened to you?
Rooftop. My reward.
Your reward for what?
Brought
Oh, man.
converts, young souls, for the absolute.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Yeah, one of the things I still wonder about here is why is it so discerning? Why is it that only some people are true souls or some people are chosen? How is that determined? Right? What is the qualifier there? what makes someone more eligible than another person when you think it's all just fucking meat and brains at the end of the day? I'm gonna touch this disgusting thing again.
Not design, but death.
Can I kill it by doing this? Where's all this coming from? Hey, Shadowheart, go stand under it.
next?
Go stand, Shadowheart, go stand there. There you go. Get ready, Shadowheart.
Well, that ends not as bad as it could have.
Wonderful. Now I'm splattered like a sloppy butcher.
Amazing. Okay. God, I love that she hated it. I love that she fucking hated it. Okay, cool.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Okay, I could do it to everyone else, but I think it's even funnier if I just do it to her. I think that's so much funnier if it's just her.
Every soul made true.
Okay, let's go on up this way. I don't know, maybe we'll need to do it, right, as some sort of way of masking our scent or whatever. Look, I've seen The Walking Dead. Back when it was still good. Okay, over here. You have anything to say? Hearts and minds.
Descend.
Okay.
Obey.
She calls, she sings, she mourns? So long in silence, now the elder sings. Rune slate. A series of dots and broken lines, entries in a language you cannot read, and yet you sense their meaning nonetheless. A blur of noise and pain filtered through a newly born high mind, staggered fresh from the spawning pool. The elder wakes. The elder birds anew. But all is not right. Down in the darkness, where the elder stirs, something else moves too. 3 shining lights. The taste of pain. Yeah.
These symbols are nonsense to me. So why can I read them?
It's the tadpole. Take that. Good. Oh, dried rope sausage. Okay. Send to camp. Good. Okay.
Descend, assemble.
It doesn't talk.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Okay, let's go up this way. For Will. Yeah. Rescue Zariel's asset.
Seems simple enough.
Okay. Tadpoling Center.
The elder calls. We answer.
Alright. Some of these are green. I've got something activated on me. On my brain. Okay, I guess we just have to look through
Though
these.
the pod is empty, traces of psychic energy still linger about it, and memories of its former inhabitants spill into your mind.
Ugh. Did I get anything cool from
The
that?
streets of Baldur's Gate, the emblem of the flaming fist, martial drills and courtly dances.
Hurry now. The city calls out for salvation.
You feel the courage of a soldier who became a commander, and the intelligence of a commander who became a duke. Raven Guard was here, in this pod not long ago. Though the pod is empty, traces of psychic energy still linger about it.
Can I tell Will
Memories
about
of its
this?
former
Well met.
inhabitants.
No. Can I have Will look at it?
You see the streets of Baldur's Gate, the emblem of the flaming fist, martial drills and courtly dances.
Still breathing.
Well, I mean, it sounds like
You
he's
feel
here.
the courage of a
Mind
soldier
flayers
who
and
became a
civilians,
commander,
side
and the
by
intelligence
side.
of a commander who became
This
a
must
duke.
be where they infect and transform those they kidnap.
Ravengard was here, in this
Quick
pod
saving.
not long ago.
Defender of the people.
Oh, now should we have Will
Though
do
the
it?
pod is empty,
Oh, okay.
traces of psychic energy still linger about it. The device releases a stream of fragmented memories and emotions. All that remains of you see the streets of Baldur's
Oh,
Gate,
shit.
the emblem of the flaming fist, martial drill, amusement, curiosity, fascination.
Okay. Hang on. Let's
You feel the courage
quick save
of
and
a
then quick
soldier
load.
who became a commander,
and maybe get this to
and
shut
the
off.
intelligence of a commander who became a duke.
Okay. There we go. I thought that with every click I was getting a new line to play on a bit of a delay, but no, it does the whole thing very slowly. Okay. Hopefully this works. If not, well, I don't know.
The absolute. A chance.
Okay. Good. That did work, I think.
You feel the courage of a soldier who became a commander.
Oh, shit.
And the intelligence of a commander who became a duke. Ravengard was here, in this pod not long ago.
Lay down your weapons. Please.
Okay. Was that him talking?
Amusement, curiosity, fascination. He believed the horrors of Moonrise to be a fleeting dream that fade on waking.
Of many hearts.
Okay, is that it?
Children. Look away.
How about this one?
Pod pulsates with the angry memories of Ravengard's search officer, Manep Shurga. She laments her failure to locate him.
Can I get more?
This pod pulsates
Okay.
with the angry memories of Ravengard's search
Very
officer,
inconsistent
Manep
here.
Shurga. She laments her failure to locate him.
My chosen gather below.
Desperation, pain, terror. Cultists raided his village. He was the sole survivor.
Oh, I think we can tell when and how long it's active for one of them because the
Desperation.
stuff
pain,
appears
terror.
around my character's head.
Cultists raided his village. He
Maybe.
was the sole survivor.
Didn't happen that time.
Your lungs burn with the dry heat of the fires raging about you. But the pain is not enough to diminish your swing. One goblin after another falls to your blade. A man's voice cries out through the thick smoke. Ravengard, you call, but the clang of swords and spell shouts of attacking drow are your only reply.
Oh, this was back at the little rest stop or whatever, Joaquin's Rest. I bet. Neural apparatus.
Weapons. Please.
Delirium, mania, laughter. His mind broke before the end, and he was laughing uncontrollably as the skin fell from his face.
Oh. Is that tied to the amulet? Huh. The amulet's original owner persists in some sort of spiritual form in the amulet and somewhat physically as a mind flayer. Huh. What about this one?
You remember the shattered windows of Elturel's High Cathedral? The burning black sky of Avernus beyond.
Okay. What about this one?
In its horror, the device does not react to your presence.
In its horror, the blood war unites you, tiefling, dwarf, and elf alike, huddle behind the shields of your paladin order, waiting for salvation, but when it comes, disunity.
The returned city casts your people out, the devils who dragged them down to hell. In the end, it is not your paladin oath that is broken. It is your faith itself.
Man, okay.
The absolute.
Yeah, I love all the involvement with the refugees and stuff of Elturel. Now that I'm like, I've come to understand more of like what the hell's going on about that, because that's like delving into greater D&D like Forgotten Realms lore, evidently.
In me.
But pretty neat for them to lay it on thick with that, I think. Makes me wonder if, while Baldur's Gate 3 was on development, if there was anything going on in the world, in Europe at the time, that may have made them, on a creative level, have interest in telling a bit of a side story about refugees, right? Okay.
Courage, conviction, defiance. Even as her organs began to dissolve, she believed she could resist.
Over here. We'll wait another pause here, just to see if it talks again. Nope.
The device does not react to your presence.
Okay.
Waiting to become us.
Let's do another quick save.
Elturel. Avernus. The skies.
Activate this thing. Oh.
Your tadpole forms a telepathic connection with the device, and a chorus of static energy fills your mind. Every mind flayer in the room calls out hungrily from its pod, seeking release and sustenance. But there are others in the pods, those not yet infected, not yet elithid, terrified, desperate to escape.
Can I break them out?
The device is open to your tadpole's command, to your authority.
Release, purge, leave the pods be. Shit, so we can only release all of them. Alright, let's release them all and we'll try and take out the ones we can. Ooh, updated find Zevlor. Okay. Well, let's fucking go, dude. Manip Shurga is in kind of a bad way over there. Let's get our Phalar Aluv singing.
Alright, Karlak. It's go time.
Another frenzy.
Go on.
Try and have Karlak go over there. Good. Deal some damage to him. Not enough movement there. Still not enough. Gonna throw the Devourer over at that one. Nice, critical hit. Okay. Let's move over again.
Nothing will stand in my way.
Okay.
No holding back.
Let's see here. Let's see. If we move right here, we're not going to provoke an attack of opportunity? Okay. Good. Let's do Charisma Hex here. Anything to know about them before we really get in it here? Charm. Passive feature. Channel the dark allure of the tadpole to charm an enemy that attacks you, preventing them from attacking you until their next turn. Okay. Sure. Let's go for this one. Oof. So Will got hit by that charm effect. Sure, but we can attack a different one. Okay. Let's see here. Let's launch some shit there. Good. Disadvantage threatened? Oh, by the intellect devourer. Okay, I guess we'll shoot it. Good.
Never a dull moment.
Let's see here. Okay, I really should have counter-charmed. I didn't realize that they had this capability. Okay. Well, that's fine. Let's get a basic one of these out. Good, I'll hold here. Can you magic missile through that? No. Okay. Could launch an attack over here at that one. Or we could try and blow up the intellect devourer as well. And we'll just go for this mind flare, fuck it. Okay. Ending turns, good. Got more running in, it looks like. Okay, killed our poor bird. Alright. Sure, let's see. Give him a smackaroonie. Okay, it worked.
Enough! My mind is my own!
Look, Zevlor's really here. Holy shit, he's going for it. Well, listen to him. Okay, this is the first time we've really had to actually fight some real deal ones. Okay. So I'm assuming that there's multiple factions of mind flayers, right? The absolute made mind flayers are of a different ilk from like mind flayers not born of like absolute tadpoles, right? Okay. Which would be why at the very beginning we were helped by one, right? Okay, how do I want to handle this? I guess let's get Spirit Guardians active. Do it at level 3. Good. Okay.
Heading there.
Run over here. Good. And let's get another summoned weapon over there. Ending turn. See what they all do. Ooh, levitating over here. Wow, ran right into the Spirit Guardians. Oh my god, no wonder it did that. Okay. Did it just kill all of our skeletons? Yeah. Holy shit. Okay. Let's see here. Let's go for this little fucker. Got it. And turn. See what you do. Oh. Oh, you went for the Devourer. Okay, well, fair enough. You are level 6. Okay. Let's try and kill the Intellect Devourer here outright. There we go. Good. And run over here and threaten this Mind Flare. Okay. Let's see here. Stunned. Can't move or take actions, bonus actions, or reactions. Not great. Let's see. I guess I'll use freedom of movement for once, right? Oh, I can't quite get over there. Let's try this.
Step is the hardest.
There we are. Snappy out of that. Great. And turn there. And then, let's see, this one is still hexed. Let's go over this way. Let's get inside the Phalar Louvre. Good. Going for a double strike again. Let's do cutting words, why not? Okay. And then we can do an offhand, maybe kill it. Nice. Good. Let's hold. And then... let's see, how far can we throw this thing? Not very. Okay, let's go for this one. It's a bit lower. Great. Okay. Got that one taken care of. Good. And should we go for an attack on that one right there? Yeah, let's go for this higher health one, I think. I'll throw a lightning jabber over at it. Oh my gosh, beautiful. Proned it. Okay. Nice. Okay. And then... let's see, how do we want to handle this? I guess we should just definitely take out this one. Right, because the bleed won't kill it. Bleed does like 2 damage max. Yeah, 2 slashing per at the start of the turn. It has 6 HP remaining. Do I have an offhand attack that would kill it? No. Okay. Let's do it. Then let's run over here and threaten this one.
Moving.
Great. Oh, and hit it with Spirit Guardians, of course. Oh, I've got the Necrotic Spirit Guardians active. I didn't even realize. Okay. Let's fly over here if we can. No. Just get as far as we can with it. Okay. Go for another swing here. Crit hit. Nice. Manip Shurga threw something. What did you throw? Oh, you threw the lightning jabber. Huh, okay. That's fair.
This is gonna feel good.
Okay, let's see. Let's throw our own lightning jabber.
Handy.
Beautiful.
Hells. I didn't think I was going to make it. Thank you.
I didn't think you would have either.
Watching gods. The Blade of Frontiers. Will?
I paid the price of angering the wrong devil.
And shouldered the cost to spare someone else a worse fate, I'd wager. I owe you an explanation. Much more than that. But first, please, the others, the ambush. Tell me they survived?
I can feel it in my throat. I'll never be rid of it.
The moment comes. The absolute no.
Okay, I don't know what the fuck happened there. That was a little wild. Okay. Oh shit, they're in combat. Whew, okay. That's what happened. It bugged out because they got in combat with that little dude. Okay. Sure. Well, let's go talk to Zevlor again.
Not design. But
Hells. I didn't think I was going to make it. The Blade of Frontiers. The savior I needed, if not the one I deserved. I owe you an explanation. Much more than that. But first, please, the others, the ambush. Tell me they survived?
Oh, he reacted that time as if Will hadn't, like, gotten further in his... or fucked over in his contract or whatever. Okay. You abandoned them. Do you really think you have the right to ask? Some. Others ended up in a cell in Moonrise. That's on you. They found refuge, but what the hell's happened out there, Zevlor? I can't tell you. They found refuge, but what the hell's happened out there?
You've heard some of it, I'm sure. That I froze, or broke, or some other lie that is kinder than the truth. We were ambushed by cultists, yes. And then I heard... her. Their false god, whispering promises in my mind. I would be a paladin again, with a god's purpose, a god's power. Everything I needed to protect my people. And all the while, the cult tortured them. They fought and ran and died around me, while I imagined myself their savior. By the time I regained my senses, it was too late. I did not just surrender to the Absolute. For a moment, I welcomed it.
If you wanted power, you never needed a god, only to live up to your ideal. For a moment, until you realized your reward would be a tadpole. Sounds like you were being enthralled. It's not your fault. Your people didn't need a paladin. They saved themselves. I don't know. Was he being enthralled? I'm not sure if he was or wasn't. Right? Because he said for a moment he welcomed it. Right? I feel like he only got enthralled because of him deciding to welcome it initially. And that's all it needed. I do like 4 a lot as well. Your people didn't need a paladin. They saved themselves.
They did? Oh, sweet gods. I have no right to feel it, but I am proud of them. I won't make excuses. I can't make amends. But I know something of what you came to do. I want to help, if you'll let me. Ketherick is below. He thinks you're no longer a menace. Descend and show him how wrong he is. If there are any more survivors to be found, I'll find them and lead them out of this place.
Man, what's going on with Zevlor's audio? It's like chopping big time. I could use another blade in the fight to come. Find your own people. They need you. I don't care what you do. Just get out of my sight. Fine. Good luck, Zevlor. No, find your own people. They need you. I'll handle all this.
They have you. Go, my friend. Please, let me do this much.
Okay. Hellrider Exile. Another intellect devourer here. Okay, let's chat with these other people. Manip Shurga.
Oh, stench. I'm beginning to think I should have stayed in that pod. In there it only smelled like me. Is there any news about Duke Ravengard? Did he get out alive? No. Tell by your expression. Gonna have to fall on my sword, aren't I?
Hang on. Can I... Is it bugged out in a way that I can meaningfully fix? If I quick save and then load, will that, like, fix it? Let's see here.
Baldur's Gate will...
Let's see. Maybe this will do the trick. Fingers crossed. Just, reset the table, as it were. Yeah, the dead three, Bhaal, Bane, and Merkel, were all once mortal men, but ascended to godhood in a strange bargain with Yurgil, the original god of death. Okay. Manip Shurga?
On the other hand, maybe I'll just live for revenge. Yeah, by Grumsh. That sounds like a plan.
Okay, it seems better.
Best be on my way.
What about you, Gauntlet Yeva?
I don't know how to thank you.
Oh, I remember you.
I thought I was done for. This is a bleeding shit show. Half my squad's dead, the other half sporting tentacles. We came here to rescue Duke Ravengard. But we didn't stand a chance.
Did you see the Duke? Are you sure Ravengard's down here? Is the Duke someone who rewards well? I'll take it from here. Did you see the Duke?
Yeah. He was in one of the pods. The cultists took him away. He was still human, and still trying to put up a fight.
Anything else?
A couple of those flayers were comrades of mine. I'd have been trying to suck your brains out along with them, if you'd arrived any later.
Okay. And did we get everybody? I guess we did. Okay.
Baldur's
story?
Gate will
Nice.
know my design. Our design.
Why does that voice sound so familiar? Sounds almost like, I don't know, Claudia Black or something.
That's right.
But that said, I don't really know what Claudia Black sounds like these days. I'm just thinking back to, like older BioWare performances, I guess. Okay.
We will take the city. Every soul made true.
There we go. Good. And another Mind Flayer here. Poison Spore. Okay, Noxious Spore Grenade. Although they abhor violence, Myconids boast both poisonous gas pockets and pulverizing limbs. A clear indicator that the harsh reality of the Underdark has equipped them with defensive capabilities, should that abhorrence slacken.
Down.
Goth Eye Stalk. Okay. Anything else? Don't think so.
No one's stopped me yet.
Zevlor, anything else?
Hells, I didn't think I was going to make it. Thank you. Finish what you came here to do. I dare say you've done enough for me.
Alright. Let's see, I think we got them all, huh? Sure. Looks like Yeah, rescue Zariel's asset from Moonrise Towers. We can do this further up here. Okay. Should we hit up another short rest? Can I camp here? No, I can't. I can long rest, though. Can I really? Hang on.
Need to keep going.
What happens if I try to long rest here? Oh, can't do it from here. Alright. So we do need to be careful.
Okay. The city calls out for salvation.
Sending that to Karlak. Oh, can I interact with the apparatus again? Can I do anything else?
The device is inert and unresponsive.
Okay. Fair enough. How about over here? Ooh, this doesn't look good either. Suspended ceremorphosis. Oh, here we go.
Brine pools, but empty of tadpoles. Unusual.
Damn it all.
Harvesting all the larvae indicates they are getting ready for something big.
Yeah, brine pools. Very familiar with those from BG2.
That pod. Is that Mizora inside?
Oh. Wait, so it was Mizora herself. Brain jar. Several brains are trapped in this device, gently kept afloat in its cerebral spinal fluid.
One.
Hello?
Mizora, you're Zariel's asset.
My dumb little stinker. Took you long enough. Now, by Grazit's cock, get me out of this thing!
I'll do it, and you'll set me free. That was the deal.
Yeah. So, get to it already.
The controls are open to your tadpole's command. To your authority.
Strength. Gather your strength and smash your foot through the pod. Examine the device on the left. Examine the device on the right. Leave her there. Examine the device on the left.
The symbol's meaning comes into focus. Annihilate.
Okay, well. Listen. Maybe I would annihilate, but this is Will's decision here, right? Will wants to go down this road and do this. Examine the device on the right.
You decipher the symbol. It's an illithid sigil, meaning unleash.
Okay, well, unleash. Ugh. I wonder what would have happened if we did annihilate.
I'd give your belly a good rub, but never could stand the smell.
You're free, Mizora. I held up my end, now you hold up yours. Sever the pact.
Clause Z, Section 13. If the Soulbinder consents to separation, she will release the Soulbearer from all obligation within 6 months.
6 months? Gods damn you!
Ignorant thing. It's always the terms and conditions that get you.
It's almost like some like ridiculous comedy act. Okay. She's she's in a pact. She's like the world's most conniving devil or whatever in a pact with the world's most naive and earnest man. Right? He's just willing to take her at face value at every fucking turn. He's like, what? You lied to me? Come on! Alright. Sever the pact now, devil, or I'll sever your head. Fine. 6 months it is. What happens next? Damn you, Will. You're more trouble than you're worth. persuasion. You'd think we'd get a reward for going through all this trouble. Let's see if we can't get something out of this. Okay. There we are.
Another one? Well, after jumping through all those hoops, a little treat wouldn't hurt.
What was that?
All that power. And to think you want to throw it away. Now, you've got business in the towers to take care of. Don't you fret. I'll find you soon enough. You're going to need me. Count on it. Oh, and go ahead. Tell your chums how we met. It's a real cracker of a tale. Ta-ta.
Yeah, how are the Hells involved in all this? They very obviously are. Right? Like, very obviously here, and curiously, we don't really know how Raphael plays into this, right? Okay. Mizora gifted Will an infernal rapier for his troubles, though she required some convincing. Alright. What does it do? High spellcasting. You gain a +1 bonus to spell save DC. Instead of its dex modifier, the affected entity adds its spellcasting modifier to attack rolls. Planar ally Cambion. Whoa. Conjure a fiendish Cambion to fight alongside you. It can cast Fiendish Charm, Draining Kiss, and Rays of Fire. Wow, until long rest. Okay, that really is quite good. And it is a +2. Imagine the soul as a blade. A good one, carefully looked after. A bad one, suited for rusting in the rain. Flame-chewed and narrow, this blade is Will's soul, summarized in steel.
Discern, faithful. We depart.
Okay. Flame-chewed and narrow, yet strong and powerful nonetheless. A +2, right? Hell yeah. Gives Will a high five. Alright. Let's see. Very well. So, let's see. We probably should give this to Will, right? Well, I don't know. Yeah, because the lightning charges are quite nice, too. Yeah. I don't know. Certainly we could give it to Astarion. Shit, we could give it to me. Yeah. Is the planar ally Cambion a long rest? Without, yeah, it doesn't have concentration. Huh. Yeah, if I had dual wielding, I could totally make use of that. Okay. Give it to Will for the time being. Okay. Let's have words with Will.
Zariel's asset was none other than Mizora herself. Of course. Tricks on top of tricks on top of tricks. But I've only got 6 months before I made a free man. Thanks be to the Triad. No, scratch that. Thanks be to you.
Mizora said you can talk about your pact and exile. It's time I know the whole truth. We're fortunate you can keep your powers until then. We're going to need them. 6 months is a long time. Time enough to weasel her way out of her promise. It's not too late to change your mind. There'd be no blade without your warlock talents. What a horrible thing to say. What a truly monstrous thing to say. Okay. Huh. Mizora said you can talk about your pact in exile. This time I know the whole truth. Yeah, I want to know.
First, we kill Ketheric Thorm. Then, I'll tell you everything you want to know. Anything more we should discuss?
Okay, fair enough. This is kind of a pressing matter, I guess. Let's check in with the others. Shadowheart.
You'd think I'd have more sympathy for someone trapped in a pod, but perhaps we should have left Mizora where we found her. You wanted something?
Okay. I love how Shadowheart, she's the way in which her prose is written for her dialogue and all of that, it's very good. It's paid a similar mind to how Gale's is written, right? Well, fuck it, how all of them are written, right? It's not just the overarching writing. Like I said, it's very much the prose of their writing too. That's, oh my god, shut the fuck up. But it's very much as well like just the prose of how they're written. Like I mentioned with Gale has a propensity to like be very long-winded and extravagant when he talks. Shadowheart loves to set up a little joke. She's a little fucking conniving little gremlin, right? She likes to set herself up, and she loves to like do a little wink and nod, right? Like she right there, what she set up or whatever. Right? She's like, well, maybe I should be more becoming of people trapped in pods, because I was in one. But I would have left her there, right? And she has a little smile and chuckle to herself for doing like a well-executed joke. And she always builds up to it in such a way, right? I can't help but think back to her doing her finger guns. She's not like out here doing like slapstick jokes or whatever. She's like a little mischievous. She thinks herself a little funny and clever in that way, right? And she kind of fucking loves building up to it, right? The characterization is so amazing, right? That not only do they have that in like the overarching writing, right? But just like in the way in which they say things, and as well, the way in which the like voice actors deliver it, right? Like I said, I probably wouldn't have caught on to this if not for like some of the other deliveries, right? Like that's such the cadence of Shadowheart, right? She loves to like have a little setup and punchline or setup and payoff to whenever she speaks, like more casually or whatever, right? Whenever she's just delivering some like ambient commentary on whatever's going on, right? It's very well handled. And like I said with Gale is very clearly like characterized as being like kind of long-winded and extravagant and perhaps overly flowy with his meaning he's like overly grandeur with a lot of stuff, and perhaps with his own self-purpose, and probably only taken up to 11 considering his own personal situation. The way in which Karlach is right, they're all well done, right? Karlach is very like I don't know, she's like a himbo, right? Karlach is very much like a himbo. Like we just mentioned with Will, he's like he's the world's most like naive and earnest and trusting man in a pact with a literal devil who like will stop at nothing to lie and connive. It's such a great parallel, right? They're all fantastic, all of the main cast, right? But that comes as no surprise, right? And of course, not to exclude Astarion here from our talk, or Lae'zel, right, who we've both talked about in length before. But yeah, just the very way in which they speak, all of the characters speak, is kind of different, is kind of true to themselves. It's kind of a reflection of themselves, and even the ways in which like the voice actors deliver it too, it's working on like every level, right? It's not just great character writing. Everything is working in tandem with that amazing character writing, right? So even when there's like what would you say, not low points, but the pacing or the action is slower, like toward the beginning of Act 1, the main storyline, it's barely just getting started. We don't really know jack shit that's going on. So a lot of what is taking the lead there And at other slower parts of the story, like for instance, when we first got to Last Light, before we started really investigating Moonrise Towers, a lot of what takes over is the amazing character writing, you know? Which I can't help but feel this really evokes, like, BioWare when they were operating at their prime. Like, BioWare, and I bring up BioWare because they were the developers who started Baldur's Gate, right? But it very much evokes like BioWare at their prime, who's sort of coined. I'm not even sure if that's the right term, but it was like their trademark to have it to where like even if the overarching story was a slow at a certain point, or the game itself, the overarching story just wasn't that great throughout, or like I said, more aptly perhaps, or more readily applicable perhaps. Even if there was a slower point in the game, you could always fall back on like their character writing to see the way through, because you always want to know like, oh, I want to hang out with Garrus. I want to hear more of what like Garrus Vicarian has to say about this. I think Rex is super cool. I want to see what goes on there, right? Shit like that. That's always kind of been their fallback. They always have these very like memorable characters that in some ways either stand out as much as the story itself or even more so. You know, the characters are like larger than life. And this very much like continues that, and I would say even like builds upon it even further. Like I said, they're hitting on all sixes, or hitting on all 20s, I should say. See, that's a Shadowheart fucking joke. That's a fucking Shadowheart ass joke. I can say that and I can think that's something she would say. That's the kind of stupid shit that she would get up to, and she would kind of smile and say it. The delivery as well, like I said, hitting on all sixes. The delivery of it would be such that you could hear in her own voice, not just read in the dialogue, but you could hear it, her thinking like, yeah, that was pretty fucking good, huh? Right? It's so fucking amazingly well done. It is exceptional. It is exceptional. It's probably the best that I've ever heard, right? Just based off of sheer scale and everything, right? Like, of course, shout outs to other games that do quite well with this, but the sheer breadth of everything working together, like the facial animations, the delivery, the writing in and of itself, right? It's so wild how it all just like comes together in such a way. And like I said, the scale of it is absurd, right? That it's happening in such a fucking enormous game, and you don't just have like one or two characters that are this way, right? But it's a shitload of it's like the entire original cast and then some, perhaps, right? It's fucking wild as hell. All right, time to stop gushing about how much I've been enjoying the game, and let's end the video. When next we return, we will continue our adventures in this disgusting, horrible place, and we will do a little bit of reading here, it looks like, right? And who knows what all else we will find within. Ooh. We should definitely stay away from that section, right? Yeah, we'll definitely go to this section last, I think. All right. Until next time, please take care of each other.